Hey guys, I told you I was going to be consistent with YouTube, did I not? Few weeks after this guy that was checking me already, that liked me and I liked him back, all of a sudden I heard that himself and the girl were dating and we were all in JSS2, like every one of us. What did we know? I was stupid, sha. Guess who's back? I'm so excited. I literally got back from work, took out my week, and I washed apples. I bought apples on my way home. I don't know if you guys can see it. I've been eating them. I'm like, you know what? Let me just bring up my mic and just gist with you guys, because I did promise I was going to be consistent with YouTube. However, I also wanted to chit chat with you. Something very interesting had happened over the weekend. I was at my mom's over the weekend, and I'm like, you know what? I need to even talk about this on YouTube. I need to address this particular situation. So yes, here you have it. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, alpha. Alright guys, after this break I'm going to let you guys in. You can already tell from the title of this video what we're going to be talking about today, so please, no judgment, come as you are. Let us just gist and talk about this particular thing in the comment section. I'll be waiting to hear from you, and of course don't go anywhere. But we're back now, guys. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying before that tiny break, I was at my mom's this last weekend. Pardon, because it's a new week. However, today is Friday, but last weekend I was at my mom's, and I had to declutter an old wardrobe. I won't call it a wardrobe, it was like a cupboard. Yeah, it was a cupboard. I just had books in them, and my mom was like, you know what, these books are here, they're not doing anything. It's a new year, you need to like take them out. The ones that are still useful, we can give them to somebody. I'm like, okay, you know what, fine, I'll just do it. I'm here already. And then I begin to declutter. Even me, I'm surprised. I'm like, what was I doing? Like, what is wrong with me? And that's interesting, because you have grown so much that you don't even know how gullible and stupid and foolish that you used to be. Okay, that's a strong word to use to describe your old self, but then again, that's like your past. If I was counting, I'll count like 7 Harlequin books, that highly erotic books. I'm talking about, I can't remember the names now that I'm thinking about it. Probably Dr. McGregor's wife, I'd be something. It was just very funny names, like very seductive covers, and I was wise enough to tear out the covers. Every time I buy Harlequin books, I always tear out the cover, because I'm like, I don't want my mom to see this. I don't want people looking at me like, what kind of book are you reading, But it doesn't take away the fact that I still eventually, I read those books, and they some sort formed my idea of love and what I think love should be like. For the longest time, I used to think that love was something very hard. Like, it has to be difficult. There should be some level of fighting, and this person consistently, the man consistently reassuring you that it's you that I want, I love you. Or maybe there should be some level of mess up, like maybe the guy is going to cheat, or the guy is going to leave you, or the guy is going to travel, or something is going to happen that you're going to be lonely, and then you're going to miss that guy, and the tiny little affection or attention that he gives you is now everything. And that just literally just messed up my idea of love. And I sat down with myself while decluttering those books over the weekend, and I'm like, what was I thinking? And maybe that was what laid the basics of toxic love for me, because my dating years have been pretty much chaotic. Like, I literally loved guys, or I was so emotionally available to guys that were emotionally unavailable with me. Like, I just love that whole, oh, you have too much of time for me, that's a bad sign, this guy's not going to be the one. Like, somebody that has little or no time, or better, someone that I have to prove or fight. I was stupid, sha. So let me give you guys a gist. Yeah, I think I was in JSS2. I remember so well, because it was in my high school that this new guy, he just came to our school. So he was pretty much a very popular boy, and he was a rich kid. Aside the fact that he was a rich kid, it was pretty, like, he looked good, he was good looking, and for some reason the guy picked an interest in me, because I would always read after school hours. And then I think my principal took notice of that, and he just really liked the fact that I always like wait behind, because my house was not so far from the school. I had to like wait in school to make sure that my parents were back before I go home. It was just some arrangements. I don't even know why I decided to always like stay back in school. And then myself and this guy, I obviously had a crush on him. We would talk after school. He was just all over me, like, oh, he likes me. And there was another girl in school that was very popular because she could sing. Like every time there was more like an inter-school competition, this was the particular girl that would always like go to like sing and all of that. So it was something that everyone knew that, oh, this girl is a very popular girl in school. Everybody just wanted to be around her. I didn't have any beef or anything with her. She was just like that girl. Like, okay, I think she was in JSS2A. I was in JSS2B. So it's not like we're classmates or anything. And few weeks after, this guy that was checking me already, that liked me and I liked him back, all of a sudden I heard that himself and the girl were dating. And we're all in JSS2, like every one of us. What did we know? What did we know? We're all in JSS2 together, and I just realized that, oh, this person was now dating that person, like they were together. And the girl went all around school talking about it. She was a very popular girl in school, so she didn't even have to go all around school. She just went around, and I somewhat felt like, oh, I wasn't good enough, or better still, I gave in too easily. Like I needed to have some game going on, like ignore the guy, let him fight for love. And it was really, really a messed up situation. I would never forget. I won't call that like my first break fast, but that was like a very, very unusual way to end things with me. But the guy was still cordial with me. He went on to say that, oh, it's not like that. Like that guy was sneaky, bruv. Like, what was that? Okay. And that's somewhat laid the basics of what I thought love was, And while I decluttered the books over the weekend, I saw books. I even tried to like go through some pages, but I was like, no, I'm not going to read this, because the books were very, very explicit. Like he had things, oh, he called her name some type of way, he made something run through her spine, she was shivering after he called her name. It was just very crazy, chaotic. And it's crazy because so many girls like me, or like my old self, have built an idea of what they think love is from reading those books, Mills and Bones, Harley Quinn novels, and they just think that if it's so easy, that means it's not love. If I don't have to fight, or if something bad doesn't go wrong, that means it's not love. My darling, I would tell you for free that love should feel easy. Allow me to take you to the Bible. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13 that love is kind, love is patient, love does not keep any record of wrong. Love should not be tough. Like, I really want to say so much more, but I'm currently seeing someone now. Like, I do have a partner that I call him my husband, because from like the first few weeks, there was just something about him that I just knew that this person was my person. This was my guy. Like, this was my friend. If you know me, I'm so energetic. I have zero tolerance for emotional things. I don't have energy, but it's how this person just gets me, and not even by doing so much. Like, it's just so easy with him, And I think that in itself, I mean, I had to do a lot of work with myself. I had to, let go of those myths and those ideas and ideologies that I had, those idols that I've built in my mind about what I thought love was, And it just I had come to a place where, if it was something that I had to fight, or I had to prove my worth, or I had to compete with anything, because you can be competing with somebody's work and not know that you're competing with it, because the attention they're supposed to give you, I mean, this is not to say that you should be the attention seeking person and not have something going on for your life or with your life. Please, by all means, do. However, if you notice that this person would rather be with their work than be with you, especially on the free days, probably weekends or public holidays, where they should do something special for you to reassure you, or your birthday, and they are still all about work, maybe you should reevaluate and re-examine the whole relationship or the whole situation, if it's not a relationship, And I was just really laughing at myself, like, how did I even think that these unrealistic fictions, books that were not in any way real, these were not real people, they were not real experiences, would define and dictate what I thought love was? I feel so funny right now. Like, I was literally just laughing as I was packing those books, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to throw all of these books away. I'm not even going to give anybody, because I don't want anybody in a situation whereby they're constantly worried, or they're constantly thinking that they are a problem, or they will not find somebody to love them because the person, or because the whole situation looks so easy. Like, I'm not going to do that to anybody. Bruv, what was I thinking? I really want to know in the comment section.